eBay's a funny old game, trying to beat people to the top of the rankings, trying to sell our stuff as good as possible while competing, trying to avoid a race to the bottom of prices. But sometimes there's certain things we can do to help improve our chances with selling lots and pleasing our customers. Here's 7 things to quickly avoid or take a note of to help improve your eBay store. Let's go. Before we carry on with the video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, hit that bell if you haven't already, because then you can know when I go live randomly or when I upload new videos. You can jump in straight on the action, and yeah, it'd be good to have you along. So the first and probably one of the easiest things to sort out is don't take rubbish pictures. There's sort of no excuse for it now. You've got smartphones that even bog standard smartphones, like £100 smartphone has got a decent camera on it. And as long as you've got good lighting, take it outside. Natural light is probably your best source of lighting, so there's no need to spend any money. Autofocus, yeah, there's no need for unfocused, poor quality pictures. As the saying goes, a picture speaks 1,000 words. You can do your description as much as you want, but if the pictures are naff, dark, blurry, if there's only 1 or 2 pictures, that's not going to get you very many sales at all. Unless it's something high demand, so say PS5 for example, GoPro, something really high end, Apple products, then obviously you only need 1 or 2 pictures, and even then it could be blurry or out of focus. When it's something unique and you're trying to sell and it's not necessarily the customers waiting there and then, you're going to want good quality pictures. So make sure they're in focus, good lighting in the center. If you're using the iPhone or iPad, there is a square option, so nice and square. That's what eBay likes, that's what Google likes, to help bump up the list, help it in search rankings. So yeah, that is my number one. Good pictures, there's no excuse. Rolling on from that one, the next bit of listing is titles. Don't use simple, short titles. Use as much as you can. If people get 80 to 100 characters to use as much of them as you can. I see listings when I'm scrolling through, and to my advantage really, people just say speakers, set of speakers, vintage speakers. When listing something, use keywords. It doesn't have to be a sentence that makes sense. You can just whack in keywords. So we've got, say, the speakers again, some Technics speakers, vintage, retro, Technics. Use the model number if there's like two-way, if there's surround sound, bookshelf, the shape, the colour, where it's made. You can take a simple title, a simple item, like a pair of speakers, and you've filled it all out. So when people are searching, they might not necessarily know that certain model number, but they're looking for a sort of wood type, so teak, wood, black ash. Might just be looking for a set of vintage speakers. So you're casting your net wide with as many words as you can to get as many people searching as possible. You've got a bog standard simple like 2-word title like Technics speakers, you've then missed out on a whole lot of stuff, especially if people are typing in like 1970s, or they want something made in Japan or a certain colour. Yeah, you're going to be missing out. So use them words wisely. Limiting yourself to UK only or your country only in sales and potential customers. I said it before, but eBay's global shipping program is probably one of the best things they've ever introduced, and I use it every day. I use it on all listings that is eligible. I think things like glass, ceramics, computer gaming stuff, that doesn't qualify for global shipping program. There's certain categories you can look up, but if you can tick the box, tick it, it's so easy, and it opens up to so many more millions of buyers, potential buyers. Even simple things like shoes or trainers or clothing, nice and light. People are quite nervous and anxious of postage costs, of customs, declarations and things like that. eBay take all that away from you. What you've got to do is tick the box, yes please, eBay's global shipping program for me. You set your postage like you normally would, so if you do free postage to within the UK, or if you set a price, so say a pair of trainers, £2.99 for me, that is what I charge for UK and Northern Ireland. But then when other people, so say in America, Australia, China, if they're logged onto their eBay site and they see my item, eBay can automatically calculate roughly what they will be spending on the postage and declaration and customs, all things like that. They will see the price that's generated by eBay. Say someone in America then buys this pair of trainers, they've bought and paid for the postage. I don't need that money at all. They've basically paid eBay for that international postage plus your postage within the UK, my £2.99. When a sale comes through to me, comes up on my screen, there's an eBay code, it's eBay's warehouse. All you got to do is print it as you normally would with a regular order. If you handwrite it, make sure you handwrite everything that's given on eBay, especially the reference number. That is the most important thing to write on or print out. So do not miss that out, because that is unique to that parcel, because once it gets to eBay's UK warehouse or US warehouse, wherever you're based. They will then sort it out, print off the customs declarations, all things like that. They deal with that, and as soon as it is at eBay's warehouse, you have successfully completed that transaction. As soon as it's got to eBay's warehouse, that is you done. If the item gets lost from eBay to the customer, that's eBay's fault. They refund. It doesn't hurt you at all. So if it gets lost, you can't get negative feedback. If it gets damaged, you can't get negative feedback. So it's got your back covered. The only thing it's not got you covered for is if something's not as described. So if you send a pair of shoes out, you didn't realise there was a tear or something, or you sent the wrong size by mistake, that's your fault. You're then responsible for the return postage back. That's the only niggle, but obviously make sure you are selling things as they are and shouldn't have any troubles, and you should boost your sales threefold. Yeah, incredible program, and changed how many sales I make a week massively. So do it if you haven't done it already. Next one is giving poor customer service. So this is one thing I learned when I first started. I would ignore return requests or ignore emails, be blunt in emails, things like that, and that doesn't get you anywhere. You think you're just going to ignore it or brush it under the carpet, it'll go away. It doesn't go away. If someone's not happy with an item, if it's damaged or if they've changed their mind, just give them that bit of good customer service, because that goes a very long way, especially when avoiding like negatives or things like that on your account. Just approach with a smile or a politeness, at least, maybe not with a smile. Bite your lip, try and hold it in. Just give good customer service, because if something doesn't fit, so a pair of trainers again, if it doesn't fit, even if you've advertised it, they have their right, as a business seller as we are, they have their right to return it. There's nothing you can do about it. You can resell it, so further down the line it will sell again. You'll get your money back, maybe a bit of loss as you have to refund the outgoing postage. But yeah, arguing or kicking up a fuss isn't going to get you anywhere, but getting a negative feedback. It's their personal experience of buying from you, and if you're kicking up a stink, they're not going to enjoy it, and it's going to hit your account and affect future sales potentially. So yeah, bite your lip, even if you don't agree with it, as long as they're not taking a mick, obviously. Treat them how you'd like to be treated yourself, is what I got to say to that, and it'll go a very long way. Then linked with that is ignoring your seller performance levels. So on your eBay page, you'll see your seller level, and it breaks down all the different categories of what eBay expect from you and how you're doing in comparison. So you've got things like transaction defect rate, late delivery rate, cases closed without seller resolution, transactions and sales, and then your returns rate. You want to be making sure you're checking this. I check it personally every single morning. As soon as I log on for the day or for the morning, I'm checking this first. Make sure there's no dinks that I need to be aware of, because if you fall below a certain threshold, then you won't be a top rated seller. Can't confirm it does actually do this, but I'm pretty sure if you are an eBay top rated seller, you're going to get more of a boost in the best matched ratings compared to someone just meeting it, or definitely someone that's below the grade. So if you can be a top rated seller, it's not going to do any harm at all. If anything, it's going to give you a nice boost, nice positive vibes going through your eBay account. So transaction defect rates, you only get 2%, more than 2% of defection rates. So that's orders being cancelled for being out of stock, and cases closed without the seller resolution. So if you're selling something that you haven't actually got, obviously it happens. That's why they have allowed 2% maximum before you go below standard. So you might have like 5 things, and for some reason 6 have sold, or you've put down 6, or something's gone missing, you just can't find it, then that allows for that. But obviously make sure you are keeping on top of your stock. Obviously, one good benefit of me, like I have lower stock but higher quality, so I'm not swamped in lots of different things and getting numbers mixed up, things like that, and losing things. So I'm on 0%, and that's how I like it to stay. Obviously, eBay top rated seller, you have to have at least 0.5 or less. Obviously, late delivery rates, I'm currently sitting on 0 again. I've got full 0, so that's good. I did have one that's just got knocked off, which is good news. But obviously, late deliveries, it's going to be affected. If you're constantly sending stuff out late, it's getting there late, it's not looking good for you, not looking good for eBay, and you get up to 3% or less, and then you're eBay top rated seller. Any more than that, I don't think you go into below tier, but you just meet just like bog standard, meeting the requirements, so you're not going to get that nice boost. You're not giving that extra confidence to buyers, because I think even eBay on your listings, when people click on it, it does say this buyer constantly delivers on time and earlier. So again, customer confidence, you're giving that good experience, so another way to boost your sales. Then when you do get a return and you ignore it and eBay have to step in, close it, refund the buyer themselves, that is the biggest one you do not want to do. and you only get 0.3% chance, and then you fall below. You either get top rated or below. There's no in the middle. This is the biggest one eBay do not want you to do. They want you to sort it out yourself. So for example, if someone's returned something, you've got it back, you haven't dealt with their refund, you're just putting it off as much as you can, and then eBay have to step in and then refund it. That is a case closed without seller resolution. And like I said, you get 0.3% chance. So not very many. Maybe if it's a business seller selling a few hundred or thousand a year, that's only a handful, if that, and then you're below standard. If you go below that, eBay are gonna sling your neck in, and you've lost your account potentially. So do not ignore your seller levels. Keep on top of it. Log in every morning. Just keep an eye on it. And then same again with your returns rate. Keep it as low as you possibly can. The better you can get it, the better eBay are going to promote you, and a better chance of making more sales. Then linking on with your seller performance, we have the Vero program, and being aware of the eBay Vero program. So if you're selling things like, there's a board game called Ghettopoly, it's like set in a ghetto and things like that, you're not allowed to sell it on eBay. There's certain other brands and things like that. Rosetta Stone language courses, that's another one they don't allow you to sell on eBay. You can list it, and then the Vero program will take it off. You might get a slap on the wrist. If you ignore that, just like, oh, I'll list it again, it might sell, or sell it really cheap and then it sells, eBay can still come back and bite you on the bum. So do not ignore it. If you do get a Vero, it does happen every now and then. Even things like Velcro, you can't say Velcro. You've got to say hook and loop, because Velcro is a copyright trademarked thing, which is also on the Vero program. And if you get quite a lot of them, again, you can get listing bans for 3 days, a week. You can lose your account permanently as well if you continue to list Vero program items and just keep ignoring them. So if you do get it, obviously acknowledge it. eBay do know mistakes happen. They just say Vero program, don't do it again. Basically, it's a very annoying thing, but it's something you have to take seriously. So if you get one, take note of it and don't relist it, whatever you do, because eBay will come down hard on you. And the last one is sending out your email addresses or phone numbers, personal details within eBay before a sale is made. Again, they clamped down, it was probably 2 or 3 years ago, eBay clamped down on this hard. Before you could probably get away with it, putting in your email address and then or phone number in a message, and then they might text or email you, try and do a deal off of eBay to save fees, but obviously that is against their policies and they've clamped down very hard. Like I said, you'll get a slap on the wrist, maybe if you're lucky, you'll get a slap on the wrist, maybe a 7-week ban, but if you continue doing that maybe twice, 3 times maximum, and then you have lost your account, and it's against their policies. So yeah, you've got yourself to blame if you do get caught out. Even if it's collection only, you need to make sure that the buyer has purchased the item, not paid for it. They don't have to pay for it. The purchase just has to be completed. So yeah, be aware that even though it's collection only, do not give your email address out, do not phone numbers, addresses, even a town you live in, or maybe the town is okay. Don't give a postcode to say you're based in, so for my example, I'm in Chelmsford. That's all you can say really. You can just say the town you're in, nothing else, until the buyer has completed a purchase. They don't have to pay for it again. They can collect and pay in cash. And then you've got to do the collection code and then say it's been picked up and dispatched. But until the buyer has completed a transaction, don't give them anything apart from the town you live in. If you do anything else, eBay's bots will find you. They'll slap you with a ban, and yeah, you do not want to be doing this. Saving the odds 10% on a sale, it's not worth your whole account throughout your whole business lifetime. So don't do it. eBay opens us up to millions and millions of potential buyers. So their 10-12% is a good deal, to be honest. So yeah, don't try and be sneaky. Just make sure you do it right. Do not lose your account. It is not worth it. That's everything. Hopefully this gives you a nice boost. If there's certain things that hopefully you take on board and put into your account. So if you're logging in, checking your seller ratings, make sure you've got your pictures on point, nice and crisp, making the most of your titles, just giving a better customer feedback. If one of these things can help you going into 2021, then yeah, this video has been a success. Also, I'm showing you what to buy, what to sell, how to sell it, and then things like that. I like to do videos like this as well to help improve your account. Yeah, you could have something rare that you've bought for cheap and trying to sell it like for a profit. Also, that's what my other videos do, what to look out for on that. But if you're not providing good customer service, or if you lose your eBay account, that's not going to be much good. So yeah, take this on board. I'm sure you do already, but if there's one of them in there that you haven't already, then it can only help improve you and your sales going forwards. Happy New Year. If this is my last video of the year, I'm not sure. I'll try and go live if I can before the year is out, what year it has been. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.